easy is it to say firefighter? And so, yeah, the next year, I decided, you know what? He's got sentient thought. I'm going to give him an opportunity to say what he wants to be for Halloween. So about 2 months out, I was like, Eddie, what do you want to be for Halloween? And he goes, light switch. He was on acid. So I was just like, okay, I'll get back to you later, buddy, all right? I'll come back. And then I came back like 2 weeks later, I was like, Eddie, seriously, what do you want to be for Halloween? He goes, light switch. I'm like, okay, great, light switch it is. So I built him a light switch costume. It was awesome. I made it out of foam. It had the panel, it had the screws, it had a working switch that said off and on. I made the straps a little bit too big, and he put it on, and was like, light switch! I made an enormous cock for myself. I was like, what are the neighbors going to think of this place? What are you going at? Light switch! So, me and my enormously cocked son were about to leave for the trick-or-treating. And he's like, Mommy, I want to put up the Christmas tree. It's retarded. No. My wife goes, well, we have to wait until after Thanksgiving to put up the Christmas tree. And he goes, okay, let's have Thanksgiving after my nap. He's a genius! The president, a dictator, could do that! Let's have Thanksgiving after my nap, and let's have Christmas after dinner, and then let's go in the village town. And my wife loves to play a joke on me when she's watching the most important show in the world, American Idol. Ryan Seacrest will be on screen, and Eddie will be in the corner of the room. I will walk into the room, she will see me, look at Eddie and go, oh, Eddie, who's on TV right now? And Eddie will go, Daddy. Ryan Seacrest is not your dad. He's smooth like a doll. He's smooth like a doll. Impossible. You dummy. And my son Eddie, he still has not learned how to put away the toys. His nannies haven't taught him. It's ridiculous. And so this one time, I said, Eddie, time to put away your toys. He doesn't even look up at me. And I was like, Eddie, put away your toys. No response. I'm like, Eddie, I'm not going to ask you again. And he just looks up at me and goes, good. Well played, McHale. You win this round. We shall meet again. And my son, he loves waffles, but he hates blueberries. Loves waffles, hates blueberries. So we were at Costco, the greatest store in the world, and what a weird response. Yeah, we go there, remember? And we were in the frozen section, and Eddie spied a huge box of frozen blueberry waffles. He looked at it and said, Dad, if you don't put that in the cart, I'm gonna go apeshit. So I go, Eddie, you don't want that. That's blueberry waffles. And he goes, put them in the cart. So I grabbed the box and gave it to him, and he hugged it like a huge box of frozen meth. Then he goes, open it now! I'm like, we're not opening it in the store. He's like, why does the world have so many rules? So we get to the checkout stand, and he's like, open it now? No, open it now? No, open it now? We get to the parking lot, and he's like, open it right fucking now! I get out my key, I rip the thing open, I rip off the plastic, I hand it to him, I can't eat this, this has blueberries in it. Have you ever punched a 3-year-old? Yeah, but it turns out that my son, he has game. He likes the ladies. We were at a hotel in the jacuzzi area, the sensuous area. And there was a lady, probably 30 years old. He sat down right next to her. She was wearing a bikini. He touched her bikini bottoms and goes, "Do you wear these all the time?" She goes, "No." And he goes, "Where are you from?" And she goes, "New York?" And he goes, "I want to be from New York." It's great. And then, my wife and I, we have a very attractive friend. I went to high school with her. She was the hottest girl in high school, and she would date no one. And now she's our good friend. And Eddie is way into her, so she was staying over for the night, and she started to roll her bath, started to pour a bath for herself. And much like Batman seeing the bat signal, Eddie began sprinting through the house and ripping off his clothes, opened up the door, jumped into the bath with her, and began feeling her boobs. And then he said, "Open your legs, I want to be closer to you." He pulled off in 10 seconds what an entire high school couldn't do in 4 years. That's my boy. Now he's a little bit older, and he walked up to me and he goes, "Daddy, why are we connected to numbers?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know." And I was like, "Why are we connected to numbers? Oh my gosh." And so he goes, "Do you know how high I can count?" And I said, "I don't know. How high?" And he goes, "I can count until you're dead." And I was like, "How high is that?" It was like 947. And I was like, "Okay." And then he goes, 1. And then my wife and I, we had sex for a second time in our marriage. She gave birth to our second son, Isaac. My wife's Protestant, I'm Roman Catholic, and so we gave him a nice Orthodox Jewish name. And so when you have a newborn, I assume some of you students have made a mistake. And, shut up, Joel! My baby's freezing to death! Sorry, that was the Georgia accent. If it was someone from Georgia, there'd be 3 of them on each arm. Taylor, shut up! So when you have a second child, your first child becomes what's known as an asshole. And as soon as Isaac was born, Eddie stopped using the toilet. When he had to go, he would just run down the stairs to the back door, jump up and down and go, "I'm a doggy! I'm a doggy!" And then I would let him out, and he would shit in our garden. What do I do if I take my son for a walk? Do I bring plastic bags with him? Like, that's not a kid. It's a very rare, hairless show crab. Oh my gosh, the top. $1 million. But we brought Isaac home, and he was so tired, and we took our first nap, so just hours home. We put Isaac in his crib. We took our first nap. We were so tired. And as soon as we fell asleep, Isaac screamed. He screamed a scream for his life. I ran in there. Eddie was lying on top of the newborn, crying his eyes open, going, "I want to see his new eyes! I want to see his new eyes!" And I was like, that very, very same night, my wife was like, "I want to have a family dinner. I want everyone around the table." I'm like, "Great, okay." So everyone got around. I brought Isaac down with his freshly fried open Bruce Jenner eyes. Sat around the table, and there was a time when Eddie, he never eats. He never ate. I never saw him eat. He got the strength and nutrients from photosynthesis. I never saw him. So I ended up every meal begging him to eat. So this meal was no different. So at this one, I was like, "Eddie, 2 more bites of fish, buddy." He's like, I was like, "Eddie, 2 more bites of fish." He's like, I was like, "Eddie, 2 more bites of fish." And he goes, "I don't want to eat fish. I want to see Isaac's penis." What? Okay. 2 more bites of fish. And I'll let you see how you do. And if you finish those potatoes, I'll let you play with his ass a little bit. My family is weird! Yeah, and I've been on stage now for I think 90 minutes, right? How over am I? Am I right? Great. All right, so I'm going to smash 3 of the Goo Goo Dolls guitars just for fun, see how they react to it. No, but I want to tell you one last thing. It takes about 90 minutes to tell the story, though. So as a family, we were driving to San Francisco together, pretty gay, and we stopped at an In-N-Out Burger halfway there, and oh, do you guys have In-N-Out Burgers? No. So sorry. No, so we stopped at this In-N-Out Burger, and Isaac and I go sit at the table, and my wife and Eddie go into the bathroom together because Eddie has that enormous cock he has to deal with. Like, oh no, put it up. And it sounds like Hugh Hefner when he's playing with his cock. Oh no, what's happening? I'm a boat captain. And so they go into the bathroom, then into the restaurant walks a little person. A very little person. Fully grown, female, adult, but very little and a little person. So she walks in, and at that moment, Eddie walks out of the bathroom, and he sees her, and he goes, "What is that?"